Hey guys, my name is Dinkar Sethi and I would like to welcome you all to Lifestyle with Din. Today is the 47th episode of Detox and today we will be talking about boredom. In spite of having more ways of entertaining ourselves than all of our previous generations combined, why is the current generation the most bored generation ever? Not so long ago, in an age predating telephones, radios, televisions, smartphones, and the internet, there was just one way for people to spend time in an entertaining and stress relieving manner, just sitting with their own thoughts. In the modern world, we either call it boredom or meditation. When we choose to sit with our thoughts alone in stillness, it's called meditation. But when it happens to us that we are finding ourselves alone, just with our own thoughts, we label it as boredom. We will do anything to get rid of this state of boredom. Spend money, overstimulate ourselves, get addicted to games, get addicted to intoxicants, spend time in company we know is low energy. Similarly, we are wanting to do anything to get that state of enrichment, enlightenment through meditation. We might go to the best gurus, do the best 21-day courses. And so, what used to come to us very easily in a generation devoid of stimulation, we have to pay for now. We have to pay in terms of our energy, in terms of our attention, in terms of our money. So the first concept that I would want you to understand is that of the attention trap. Money is a valuable resource, but the most valuable resource that you possess is your time. And if a social media company, a video, an influencer has got hold of your time in the form of attention, all your financial resources are automatically his sooner or later. This is the only method that major companies and brands in the social hemisphere use to feed you slow poison so that your attention becomes a part of their company and feeds their company till the time they are able to juice out money from you. Please go and watch this documentary called The Social Dilemma. It is made by the financial heads, the financial support systems of social media companies, of Instagram, of Facebook, of Twitter, of Pinterest. All these top-notch people who left the company because they understood how attention is being played with. And attention is not a simple barter. What is a simple barter? Where you give something, you get something, both parties are at an equal sphere. But the attention barter in social media is lopsided. First of all, you give your attention, then you give your money. You get momentary entertainment because your boredom needs it. Your overstimulated mind needs it. But also, this attention is the one that is disrupting your harmony, that is taking away your sense of balance, that is making you bored easily. And it is because of this attention that your mind is playing tricks with you and you demand more of it like a drug. You need more stimulation, you need more content. And this plays in the hands of the companies or the social media branding agencies. And at the end, you lose your money and your mind. Let's come to modern warfare. Modern warfare is not about killing each other or about throwing bombs at each other or guns at each other. That's all a show of power. Modern wars are fought with silent swords, silent digital swords. And modern wars don't want to kill people. They want to impair the minds of people. They want to make zombies out of humans. Those are the modern wars. And we have to recognize this. The person who is most successful in creating maximum zombies will have the most amount of money. And money eventually equates to some sort of power for them. So, understand, no one wants to fight with weapons which are visible. When they are invisible weapons available in terms of taking away your attention, these hacks, mental hacks, psychological hacks, which will take away your attention and make you a zombie, so that you are doing your day to day job, so that you have the money, but at the same time, you're wasting away most of your resources to run away from boredom. And how do you run away from boredom? By thinking that that new product will satisfy you. That new game which you play, which Saurav Ganguly markets, which most cricketer were not playing cricket at that point of time market. You think that by playing that game, you will be unboring yourself. But at the same time, you don't notice that it's another trap that is feeding you more stimulation. The more stimulation you are fed, the more you will need. The more stimulation you will need, the more you'll get back to your device, invest more attention to it. I'll just give you an example. It's very simple. Just like when I was young, even half a spoon of coffee was enough. And as I started having coffee every day, I started demanding more so that I could get stimulated. Same is the case with attention, same is the case with alcohol. Same is the case with money and betting. You never settle for less. You always want more, more, more. And that is the human issue that these companies take advantage of. So please stop feeding off the slow poison, because they will never do a direct attempt. They will ask a celebrity to talk to you. They will ask someone who you love for their art form to talk to you, but they will never go direct. And that is how you're being manipulated. So now let's talk about addictions, all kinds of addictions. Never allow the person who's having the addiction to question himself, not when they are developing, not when they have developed. Such is the human psyche. The human psyche has a cognitive bias which prevents the person from questioning his own will as to why he's getting stimulated, why he's getting attracted towards certain behavior, till they become second nature to him, till they become a habit. And once they become a habit, his psychology defends it, rationalizes it, justifies it. So let's take an example. A person starts off playing a game, starts off betting, starts off anything which is something where the risk of getting addicted is high, by just wanting to pass his time, wanting to be unbored, wanting to stay away from his stressful situation, without understanding that the person is leading himself to a zone which will lead to further stress and the kind of stress that he will be justifying in the future. First, while developing an addiction, a person protects himself from the world, trying to give this example that he needs it more. No one else will understand. And once the addiction gets solidified, the person does everything in his right, in his mind, in his intellect to defend his decision, to give intelligent rationalizations to people around as to why the addiction is there. So much so that the addiction is second nature to him. You can't separate him from the addiction. And this is what happens with every addiction, may it be alcohol, may it be betting, may it be gaming, every addiction. So I don't tell people to not indulge. You have to. You are a material being as well. You have to indulge, but never lose control. Because once you lose control of your mind, the addiction controls you. How then do we move forward? Do we develop the habits that will help us live in this corrupt digital world and safeguard ourselves, so that at least we have our mental peace and sanity, is what I'm going to talk about now. So why are we bored all the time? We are bored partly because brands benefit from us being bored, because our attention can easily be directed. And we are bored because we have allowed ourselves to be regulated by these brands. So, in order to get a hold of our own mind, in order to unbore ourselves, we have to start a practice. Start a small practice of mindfulness every day. Take out some time, escape from the world, escape in its totality. Stay away from anxieties of the past, worries of the future, and practice it as if you are exercising your mind. Exercise being alone without your thoughts for 5 to 10 minutes every day and see yourself change over a period of time. Because just like the exercise of boredom excitation has shortened your attention spans, has resulted into mental disorders. Similarly, this simple exercise, giving yourself just 5 minutes away from the humdrum of society, from everything else, will reinstate your attention span, will reinstate your awareness, your mindfulness. And that's how we take it forward. 5 minutes a day, every day. So it's a simple case of manipulation. You have been overfed data, overfed content, so that your mind is stimulated all the time, is excited all the time, and it craves excitation. The desire in humans has been manipulated. Hormones have been manipulated. Dopamine, a very vital hormone which is released all the time that you feel happy, has been made conditioned inside you so that you pick up your phone, go to the app, type in a certain way, and that dopamine kicks in. You get that little high, and then you keep your phone away, and then you want that high again. So, such subtleties have been manipulated in your personality. You have to recognize them. It's high time that we do. It's high time that we stop falling victim to problems that we don't know. We stop committing digital suicide, spiritual suicide, mental suicide, and also physical suicide. I'm all in for mental health, and I would do my utmost best to prevent all of you from falling victim. These videos will not stop, they will keep going on and on. I hope I have your support. Do like, share, and subscribe. Love you all.